What does home mean to you? Is it the house you live in? Or perhaps the country? Well, for Nettie, Hans, and Henry, they have been on a very long journey, but it has been along the road to freedom that they have truly found home.
Well, my mother's name was Helen, or she was known as Helene Niebuhr-Lowen. And my story is that we were able to get into Canada after the Second World War. And we wanted to show an appreciation to our mothers who had the faith and courage to keep their children calm and collected during the war period. It seems that children are not that affected by war as adults are. I'm very happy of my mother's faith and courage that I never was able to be afraid because she was there right beside me.
In 2008, 4 local seniors, Nettie Duick, Henry Bergen, Hans Funk, and Wanda Andrus, approached Winnipeg artist Ray Dirks in hopes that he could help them tell and preserve their refugee stories. The result are 26 paintings that honor the courageous women who were responsible for getting their families safely to Canada after escaping the Soviet Union at the end of World War II.
They were scared that their parent and mother's stories would be lost with their passing. And I think it's with any people who are refugee or immigrant people, you know, by the time you get to the second generation, people don't really think about where they've come from anymore, and they don't appreciate the struggles that people have gone through in order to give them a good life here.
Hans Funk recalls the generosity of his mother, Maria, and how it has inspired his own life here in Canada.
Well, I would say one of the things that Mother has instilled in me to be a caring individual. You know, to think of others just as much as you think of yourself. I think that was her very firm position. And that's what we've been pursuing.
Each painting represents a mother, daughter, or grandmother who sacrificed so much for their family. Henry remembers how they celebrated upon arrival in Canada after fleeing the Soviet Union.
We were put on the train in Halifax. I had learned a few words of English, and so I was doing the shopping. So I went to the store and I bought a loaf of white bread that I had never seen before. These are the fluffy white bread and a quart of milk. And that was our celebration dinner on our arrival in Canada.
The successful grand opening of Along the Road to Freedom at the Manitoba Legislature was a true testament to the powerful message the exhibition brings to the public.
I look at all of this and I have an understanding in regards to what refugees go through at this time. And I am very grateful to God and also to my mother that we were able to get into a country where we could have a new start.
For Go, I'm Tracy Koga.
I'd like to welcome Leila Bock-Freeman to Backstage Beautiful today.
Thank you.
I get thrilled about hearing women's stories. and where their lives, their journeys, their chapters take them to. Leila, I understand that you're co-owner of Blue Moon, an amazing furniture store in the East Exchange.
Yes.
And you work with your mom.
I do.
Love to hear part of that story. How is that working?
It's very fun and amazing most of the time, but as you can imagine, working with your family can also have its own challenges, but we get through it and we have a great time.
That's so exciting. Now, I understand that you have traveled many parts of the world looking for furniture, studying literature, studying the background of what furniture is all about, and you've brought all of that back here to Winnipeg to your store.
Yes, we have. We're really interested in a worldly aesthetic, and we think that it's really exciting to show your journey through the furniture you have in your home.
How wonderful.
Yeah.
So Leila, we talked about you being a co-owner of Blue Moon with your mom, but another fascinating chapter of your story is that you went through law school.
I did, and that was a very interesting chapter, and I had my first daughter while I was in law school. So that was exciting and challenging, and my daughter actually came to classes with me as an infant, and I was very grateful to have such an accepting classroom and faculty, but I like to brag that my little daughter has already been to law school.
So did they give her a mini law degree as well with you?
No, unfortunately, that would have been a great souvenir, but no, I think she was a bit of a mascot though for the class.
How fabulous. That is just so fabulous. So you decided not to go into law, and you decided to go into the family business.
Well, my interest in law really sprang from the family business and the legal aspects that we kept running into, and I really found that a background in law would help us understand how we could grow the business and make it better. So that was my inspiration for going to law school to begin with, and so it's really paid off.
What a great inspiration to be running a store, going through law school, and taking care of a child.
Yeah.
Superwoman!
I can hardly remember it, to be honest. It was such a blur. I don't know how I got through it, but I did, and I'm glad I did.
So when you say that your goal or your mission through Blue Moon is to have your clients, customers, live their lives through their furniture, give us an idea of what that looks like.
Well, we spend so much time in our homes, and that's really where we feel most comfortable. We're there with our families. So I really feel like it's worthwhile for people to personalize it and make it beautiful and comfortable and multifunctional so that all of their needs can be met and they can really have a place of inspiration right at home.
A true expression of themselves,
yes, exactly.
Right? Any aspiration to go back into law?
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe,
I'm
that's
never
good.
going to say no. I'm never going to say yes because I've realized by now that it's hard to predict what's going to come around the corner.
Well, you know, we all have a story.
Yeah.
And our story changes, and the chapters in our stories change. And isn't it fulfilling to think in life that we don't have to be pigeonholed into one career or one set way?
Yeah, exactly. It's very exciting, and it's more fun when you know there's a lot of possibilities ahead of you.
It's so awesome. So you work in retail, you've got a daughter who's 3.5 who went to law school with you. Now you have a 4-month-old baby.
I do.
So you're totally on the go.
Yes, and every day is
24/7.
completely different, and I really never know what to expect.
Well, with 2 small girls, so do they sell furniture as well?
They've been known to help me out at the store. And so, yeah, they're my little shop girls, too.
I love it. I love it. That's so great. So you're a busy mom. You dress for work, and then sometimes you have to go out and party in the nighttime or go to a gala. So what we want to do at Bella Bellas is we want to take you out of your work look, and we want to glam you up for an evening. Are you ready to do that?
Great.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Well, Leila is just stunning, and we've put her in a beautiful winter white ensemble. And here she is. Come on out. Oh, there she is, absolutely gorgeous. So we've got a bamboo shoulder top, beautiful lace skirt with leggings. Leila, we could just tie this up. Let's try not to get your hair connected in there. That's absolutely gorgeous. So you've got a really good look with this.
I love the white, I have to say. I always feel very confident in white.
Oh, how wonderful.
This is perfect.
And it's so beautiful in the winter, and it's so pure as well. And here we have a beautiful Mongolian vest. Now, is this something that you could wear?
I actually love this, so I would wear this.
And it's just stunning with your hair, with your lipstick. It's just
Thank
beautiful.
you.
Your
Yeah, I
height
love it.
is unbelievable.
I love the fluffy vest.
gorgeous.
I think it makes the outfit.
Good. Now, would you wear that to work?
I could. I think I would save it for a special day at work, but I definitely would.
Perfect, like an opening at the Blue
Exactly,
Moon. Wonderful, and you've got some beautiful furniture there. Love going into it, but most of all, you are so beautiful, and I'd like to give you this card, I Am Beautiful, to hang on your car. And if anyone would like to join us on Backstage Beautiful, please contact us at ballabellas.com.
When we return, it's the Proud Sons and they rock it out in studio. And then later on in the show, it's a blast from the past with Rosie and the Riveters.